I mean, here we are just a week before the season's about to start, and Vinny finds out that his mom's going to be going to prison. There's just so much more to football than what you see on Friday night.
Vinny's an inspiration to us all. You know, he's one that kind of gets you all choked up because of his story, the things that he's overcome.
I was 8 or 9 when my dad went to prison, and I didn't have like a stable house anymore. I started moving from apartment to apartment to apartment, sometimes being between apartments and being homeless. That was rough.
Vinny has come with a plethora of hurdles, and his whole life kind of unraveled.
I didn't really know about the struggles until the beginning of senior year. At that point, what I heard was just that his mother had been arrested and that it was potentially something that she was going to be in prison for a long time. And I knew his father had been incarcerated and then that he was living on his own.
Vinny going through summer was an excellent worker, worked hard in the weight room, worked hard in the field, and then all of a sudden he wasn't working as hard. And I worried, I'm like, what is going on with this kid?
In early August, my mom unfortunately went to jail, and she is still there.
And I find out what's going on with this kid. When your mom's getting arrested right before fall camp and you say, oh my goodness, this is something I haven't experienced, so what I have to be there is there for the kid.
You know, most kids are dealing with, you know, much different problems, if any, and he's dealing with that.
QuestBridge is a scholarship that students can apply to junior year, and it's for students who have a story. And so those stories are typically really hard.
It was a scholarship to help kids who really needed it, and it had financial requirements, and I definitely met those by a lot. I just knew that because of how badly I wanted to be a first-generation college student, I think I'm even a first-generation high school graduate, I knew that this opportunity that I was presented, it'd be amazing. To get to go to an Ivy League school for free, I was like, yes, I can do this.
When we started working together this fall, we spent a lot of time, like late into the evening in the College and Career Center, trying to stay awake, writing these essays to get them in by the deadline. And that's when I saw the complexity of who this human is. Vinny went through the first round with QuestBridge and was a finalist, which was a huge honor for him, and not many kids achieve. But what happens next is that he's got 7 schools, including, as I'm looking, he's got Oregon State, University of Virginia, Columbia, Brown, etc. So he's got 7 schools that are really exceptional schools who know that he was a QuestBridge finalist. So he reaches that kind of top tier. And so now it's just a waiting game. And my belief, like wholeheartedly, is that he is going to get a full ride from one of those schools.
To see him overcome those obstacles and stay focused on school, I could start crying right now, and I did cry when he told me that he got it. I was just incredibly proud of him. He knows with his intelligence, he has the ability to obtain those scholarships needed to be able to go on to college, because he really has no other way to get there.
Without football, there would be no checking in with these kids. There would be no support, because we wouldn't know. You've got to have something that pulls them in, and football is that for these kids.
Football is just a vehicle to help kids understand life.
Talk about someone, perseverance, commitment, loyalty, hardworking. Those all embody what Vinny brings to the table in a program.
Everyone that comes in contact with Vinny sees that passion, that desire to be something great. He's been an influence to all of us of why we like to coach.
You meet a kid like Vinny and what he had to overcome to go to school, to keep his grade point as he is, and to be a football player and not let any of that outside stuff interfere with him. I'm so unbelievably proud of that young man.
It's easy to say football was the catalyst that got Vinny to where he is, but it took a team to collaborate together and make him a successful young man. It was the teachers, the administrators, the counselors. These people all had key roles in helping Vinny become successful and the man that he wanted to be.
athletics have done something for this young man that probably nothing else could have done. I'll cry. To give him a home, like for all of his life, to give him a home, and stability that he just didn't have. And, you hear that thrown away, like athletics was more than just sports. To see how he actually embodied that concept, that it literally gave him a home, the coaches gave him a home, a family.
I'm really proud of him. The amount of work that he's put in and the toughness that he showed over the course of his life. And I'm excited to see what's next for him. I love that kid, and I'm looking forward to seeing him succeed.